hurts in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the law. It's a shame, rhyme, crime. Every other night I'm outside with the. You ain't got chips. Chip the world. You got chips. You could the next man.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Dolphins going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry for the former Tar Heel Elijah Hood. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, and hit them over the top.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size that his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. And that allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. He'll drop to throw. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 2nd down. look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. He'll set up a throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. To throw is Price. Throwing on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Flex round. Let's go. Watch 88.
Here's Price on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Play action. They'll throw. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. Price is going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Price operating from the gun. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. Oh, what a move. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. This is Hood on the ground, and he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for the Jets. 48 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
Price now to throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Here we go.
Now Price, off play action. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Here we go.
To throw is Price on 3rd and 2. Shedding through the defense. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 3rd down and goal from the 6. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Here's Price throwing on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play fake. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Price. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
New York set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the screen.
There's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working?
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Flex round. Come on, let's 3 down. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round.
Price looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Price now off the play fake. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Now Price. From the gun, he'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. To throw is Price. Off play action. Throwing deep for Stewart. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders...
They'll look to throw. Oh, fighting off the defender. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the...
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. Price. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Come on, let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that's good for a Jet first down. Here's Price, operating from the gun. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Come on, let's go.
Price to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down following the run.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's able to put it through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Here we go now.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, good move. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Shedding the tackle. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Back now here on EA Sports. Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go now.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and goal from the 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Good. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Gun.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's go.
Price now off the play fake. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 29. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now Price on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go now!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. The Jets on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Price. Off play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd. 51 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's to the 10 and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a handoff looking right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. Price. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Looking to throw. Price. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, Don't compound it with a bad decision as well, and I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. Price. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has